What's up, guys? It's X back with week 4 of PGO. Um, so this week, this is technically last week, against Ainzcrad, and I want to say before this, I'm pretty sick right now, so my voice is gonna sound weird. Sounds like I have a stuffed nose, and I'm gonna probably cough a couple times in this video. I'm not gonna be as loud, so yeah. Um, I want to start this off by saying this game fucking sucked, and I'm not gonna put it in any other way. This game was really not good. Um, I don't want to spoil the game. Yeah, this game was not good. Um, yeah. So Ainzcrad has Torn T, Necrozma, Tapu Bulu, Tyranitar, Slowking, Mega Altaria, Cofagrigus, Hitmonlee, Steelix, and Stoutland. So, honestly, the biggest threat to my team is um Necrozma, because if that's like upset, there's not many ways for me to, um, deal with that. I was expecting, something like Dragon Dance. The problem with Dragon Dance that it struggles to break through Corviknight very well. Um, but I like, it could also be, a Calm Mind set. Calm Mind is really good versus me actually. Like Calm Mind, stored power, recovery move, and then potentially like some way to hit Crocodile super effectively. Um, yeah, I was really worried about Necrozma. That was the biggest thing. And then Torn T as well was a bit scary. Like a nasty plot heat wave. But the thing about that is, well, actually, I'm gonna wait until we get into the team, but I had an out to that. I think with Necrozma that it's so hard to predict that I didn't really have an out to all of its sets. Did for the most part, but um, until I know what set it is, I can't efficiently check it. Um, I wasn't too scared of Tapu Bulu. Corviknight can switch into that. Um, and Infernape can also just revenge kill that thing. Tyranitar, I didn't have many banned car switches. I didn't have any at all. Corviknight was my best one. And even then, I couldn't really, not too well, anyways. I guess Toxapex as well, but if I recall, I was a more especially defensive spread. I'm not entirely sure. And then I guess Crocodile, but this thing has ice moves, and even like a banned Earthquake or a superpower, even could do a shit ton of damage. Um, Slowking is a bit annoying for Mega Diancie and Infernape. Um, my best way to kind of deal with that thing offensively is Rotomo, and I'm not entirely sure if I brought that. I'm pretty sure I didn't bring it, but yeah. So Slowking could be a pretty annoying mon to kill. Future Sight, Scald. My best way of dealing with it is Reuniclus. And even that is not a great Slowking. Mega Altaria is a bit scary, and I'm not too scared about it when I have, Corviknight, Toxapex, Mega Diancie. Um, yeah. The scariest part is the first turn, where if I switch Corviknight in and it clicks Fire Blast and I take 80%, that's a bit of a problem. But yeah, Cofagrigus, I wasn't, particularly worried about. Iron Defense Body Press was a bit scary, but um, with Uniclus and Toxapex with Haze, I wasn't like all too worried about it. And then Hitmonlee offensively, I really doubted was going to come. Um, Haze Pex. Um, yeah, I was like, it could have come with um like a Bull Cup or something because +1 knockoff probably can just fucking kill Uniclus. But I wasn't too worried about that mon, and I felt like most of the other pieces were more important. Steelix definitely was a mon that could come. Uh, as a Swallow switch in, but Tyranitar's a better one. More so as a Mega Diancie check to an extent. Power and Mystical Fire both to a KO. Um, but it could be like fucking AV or some weird ass shit like that to catch me off guard. Um, I can't obviously stay in and just click Earth Power versus it because if there's a chance it lives for one, and two, it has sturdy. So even if I do kill, it's gonna live anyways. Just kill me with an Iron move or Steel move. And Stoutland, I wasn't too worried about. It could have been scary, like a banded set. Fire Fang 2 KOs this, and I'd have to switch around that. I wasn't ultimately worried about Stoutland. Yeah. So let's get into the team. I brought Rock Polish, Physical, Diancie with Earth Power. Um, if I recall, the reason I was physical was more catered towards potentially an AV Slowking, which can always switch into Diancie, um, as well as, Calm Mind, Necrozma, stuff like that. And then T-Tar eats Moonblast. Actually, it eats a Moonblast. It can potentially eat two depending on its spread if it's like an AV set or some weird shit. Um, but I wasn't like really worried about AV T-Tar too much, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, Playrough has actually has a chance to just kill T-Tar, and then the only real thing about it is that Playrough into Earth Power doesn't kill Steelix, while Moonblast into Earth Power would kill Steelix. And then Cotton Guard, Mega Altaria, Mega Diancie obviously can't break through that. Um, yeah. I went physical Diancie this week, and yeah. So, and then I'm heavy duty boots, swords dance, and Infernape. If I recall, the reason I was heavy duty boots instead of another item, I actually don't remember. I'm pretty sure is because, spike stacking Cofagrigus was a bit spooky, and if I take too much damage on Infernape, I cannot really set up +2 on, things like I don't even remember why I brought fucking SD. I don't set up on like anything. Um, I guess more so switch this into, T-Tar. I mean, get this in on T-Tar or Bulu, and then SD, and then force a kill. I'm not, yeah, I don't really know why I brought SD in front to this game. I think looking back on it, it's not really doing anything. Um, I think the biggest thing was that it outspeeds everything that's not Hitmonlee and Torn-T, and if Torn-T's dead, +2 Infernape can win the game. Um, but Mega Altaria will have to be chipped down to range of a +2 CC, which is not the most likely situation. So, yeah, and as you'll see, I brought 3 Settlemons in this game. Rock Polish Mega Diancie was my initial win con in this game. Once things are chipped, I can just Rock Polish, be faster than Torn-T, be faster than potential Unburden Hitmonlee, and then just win the fucking game with Play Rough, Diamond Storm, Rift Power. But the biggest win con in this game that I saw initially was this Corviknight. Now you see Body Press Ironhead, that's not breaking through Slowking, and while you're right, you're also kind of wrong. You're just wrong because I want you to be wrong. I'm not really staying in against the Slowking. I'm not going to set up until that thing is dead, pretty much. And until then, this is just going to switch into T-Tar and kill with a body press, as well as disrupt Mega Altaria, setting up and winning the game because I can click Iron Head and do a significant amount. DD, it's not really having a really good way to damage me, so I can force that thing out. And then, as well, this can set up on Steelix. Yeah. Crocodile, I brought this because I wanted rocks in this game. Rocks chipping down Slowking, T-Tar, Bulu, Necrozma, you know, pre-Mega, Altaria taking 25%. All that stuff is really nice. Breaking a Steelix 30 is also nice, but I don't see many ways where I OHKO that mon. But yeah, this thing was my initial Necrozma switch-in, and I can knock it off. But the thing about that is that it could be a weakness policy, so yeah, I don't know. My Necrozma matchup was not great, so I had to play weirdly around that. I couldn't knock it off until I knew whether or not it was weakness policy. So I guess I kind of lied about this being my initial response. I guess more so it's my first switch into it, see what move it clicks, and then I play from there. Um, but yeah, this thing as well can switch into T-Tar and, kill it with a close combat. Do good damage to Slowking. Do, um, that's, yeah. Like, pretty much just some of these mons, it can do, like, pretty good damage to. Bulu and Torn, I guess I can knock off Torn, but with Bulu, I'm not doing really any damage to it, and I'm forced to just switch on Corviknight. And honestly, Corviknight kind of itself warns Blue not to come. Because it genuinely, unless it's like, substitute, bulk up, leech seeds, some weird shit like that, with Horn Leech is actually a kind of crazy cool bring versus me. That can genuinely win the game, but I can Petra stall that thing out of Horn Leeches with Corviknight. And then Reuniclus Anderson AV set. This is my special mon. I'm not entirely sure how to word this. This mon switches into nothing, really, to be honest with you. This thing, it's hard to explain its role in this game, because it's here to more so check Nasty Blood Torn, but I can't exactly switch it into Torn because if I get knocked off, I'm fucked. But Reuniclus itself doesn't really have any real switch in. T-Tar does not want to switch into a Focus Blast because it's taking a shit ton. Necrozma doesn't want to switch into a Thunder and get paralyzed or a Shadow Ball, unless it's a weakness policy. Tornadus T switches into a Thunder, gets fucking paralyzed, and then I'm in a great spot. Slowking takes a ton from Thunder. Mega Altaria, if it can't really do too much, but I can Future Sight it or Thunder it, get a para. Crawfordgus doesn't want to take Shadow Balls. Hitmonlee can probably knock me off and kill me, but Future Sight will do a good chunk of that. Steelix doesn't want to take a Focus Blast. Stellan doesn't want to take a Focus Blast. It's hard for me to put into words what Reuniclus's role is in this game, but as we see in the replay, its role, it filled it very well, despite not getting too many kills, if any. I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to say that in the best way I can without spoiling the game, but Reuniclus ends up being a big mon in this game, as you'll see. And then I am just Toxapex. I actually wasn't Spadef. I thought I was for some reason. Yeah, this is just Toxic Recover Scald Haze Pex. This thing does Pex things and it fucking hazes the Necrozma. And not entirely though. So if it's physical at +2, I have a chance to live a non-adamant Photon Geyser, and just haze it and get rid of the fucking weakness policy. If it's special, then fucking Pex just dies. But um, yeah. This is more so for, as well, I live a +2 Hurricane from Torn and I can Toxic it or Haze it. More so, most likely, I mean, Haze it and then bring in Diancie. This is as well a secondary check to, an SD Blue because +2 Life Orb Does a shit ton to Corviknight actually with a close combat. Um, and then as well, DD Titar, um, DD Altaria as well. Set up Cofagrigus, Hitmonlee, all that shit. Um, yeah, kind of rushing through the team this week, not explaining it fully, but um, yeah, I just want to get this video out and fucking yeah. So here's the game. I fucking hate this game. It was not good. It was not a good game. But yeah. So here we are. Like I predicted, he did not bring Bulu. He brought Tornti, Steelix, Necrozma, Titar, Altaria, and Slowking. Leaving off Bulu, Cofagrigus, Hitmonlee, and Stoutland. Um, yeah. Also, forgot to mention, he doesn't have a fire type or an electric type, so Corviknight can just wall like pretty much every mon in this team. To be honest with you, except for like Heatwave, Torn. But yeah, I should have said that earlier, but I kind of forgot to. So yeah. Anyways, into this game, I'm pretty sure I lead Crook or I lead Infernape. I'm not entirely sure. I think it's one of the two. I actually lead Toxapex versus Altaria. And I believe I just click Toxic here, or I Haze here, or Recover. Yeah, I Toxic this Altaria. And then here I click Recover as he switches into, I believe, Steelix. Yeah, I'm going to slow this game down. So here I click Scald against the Steelix. It does 28%. Helix Earthquake and does very minimal damage to Toxapex. Really, actually, this is slow. Really, wow, okay. They really low. Really glad I picked up Toxapex, honestly. Just showing that it does not give any fucks. So I've now started this game off with only Toxapex taking a little bit of damage, and it has fucking many ways to get that back. Altaria Toxic, Felix with Sturdy Broken, and some good chip on it. I'm pretty sure it reveals, yeah, it reveals to be leftovers. So I Scald again, and this time I get a burn as well as a high roll, which is a bit unlucky for my opponent. Um, and he gets Stealth Rocks up. So here I believe I Toxic or I Scald again. I believe I Scald again. Yeah, it goes into Slowking, and I burn this, which I think I burn this. Yeah, which is unfortunate for me, if anything, because now I can't Toxic it, which was what I wanted to do. Because if I Toxic it, it's taking extra damage when it switches into Infernape and Diancie. While Burn is nice, it's not the damage I wanted, and it means that it can't stay in as long as it wants to. Burn, it can just slack off that damage, unless it's AV, of course. So here I switch into Reuniclus, scouting out what this thing wants to do. It clicks Future Sight, not giving me really real information, and it switches out, making me first think that it is AV, um, that or it's just trying to avoid being knocked off. Cause like I've run knockoff Reuniclus, I'm pretty sure every other time I brought it. So maybe he saw that and he's like, you know what, I don't want to get knocked off. Um, and so he's not gonna click. So here I'm pretty sure I believe I just clicked Thunder, and this is really unfortunate. What happens here? Um, hit the Thunder, I crit as you see. Um, Thunder is not 50% accurate in Sandstorm. It's still 70%, but the crit really sucked because this chip on Titar means that it can't really do much. If it's Chople Berry, it still dies to CC now. It definitely dies to a play rough, no matter what its spread is now. It dies to a body press. It dies to I have horsepower from this, so I don't have to click CC. Um, and it's potentially in range of a Focus Blast. So here is where the game gets really bad, really terrible. I switch into um Corviknight, right? And I'm like, okay, I'm pretty fast on Corviknight, so I'm just gonna switch in, and then he's gonna think that he may be faster if he has speed, and I'm gonna kill him with a body press. So I switch in into a Fire Blast, which is like shit. Okay, good play. He does 48%. I didn't care to calculate this damage. I kind of just assumed that it was a minus like a speed nature or something like that, um, instead of a minus special attack nature. Because doing 48, even if I'm no SPDF, it should not be doing that much if it's minus special attack. I'm like, alright, you know what? Probably just minus speed. I'm just gonna click body press here. There's no real drawbacks to that play. Um, After Future Sight as well, I'm pretty low. I might have roosted here, but he reveals to be faster than me. Clicks Fire Blast. I dodge and I roost, right? That really sucked. Corviknight should have been dead, but it's not. And I guess that's kind of karma for in week 2 where I get crit by Fire Blast, but against the wrong person. I'm really sorry to Ainzcrad. This game started off really bad for him in terms of getting fucking luck, but yeah. So here I believe I click body press, um, got some chip onto the corn, and that reveals that he's not very bulky, and I'm just going to. I might have Iron Headed, but I'm pretty sure I switched into Toxapex. He clicks Nasty Blow, which is what I was fearing. Um, but I know I live a Hurricane here. This actually misses as well. I live on 6%, and I haze this thing. It's fucking boosts away. And here I go into Diancie, um, as he misses a Heat Wave, which isn't the most unlucky. It's a bit annoying. He could have got a burn or something on me. Even that extra chip would have been a bit nice, but it's not the end of the world. As here, I'm just going to click Diamond Storm, and I'm not going to Mega because if he had Iron Tail or something, I die if I Mega, but I live if I don't Mega. And I didn't want to die to an Iron Tail, and Diamond Storm would still kill him. Um, Outside of Mega because I mean physically offensive, which means I have like 300 or something fucking attack. So yeah, that kills this as well as I don't die to Iron Tail. But he goes into this, I get a +2 defense boost. So I'm gonna Mega Evolve and just Earth Power this. On hindsight, I could have clicked Rock Polish. Because if he's burned and I'm at +2 defense, I don't die to, even like a heavy slam, I don't die. Um, and that puts me into a position where he's gonna have to go into Slowking and Scald me, but why would I Rock Polish? Because Slowking is not dying by any means, and I'm just gonna die to a Scald. Um, but it would force him to go into Slowking instead of, what we're gonna see soon. Um, because, or I guess he also could have went into the Necrozma. I don't know why I said I should Rock Polish here. That's a terrible play, but I could have because I lived. Yeah, that was a terrible play though. I should not have Rock Polish. I made the right. I'm going to Pex here. He's Future Sight, so I'm not really worried about taking a Psychic. Um, he hasn't burned me, which is a bit nice. I don't think I would have been the end of the world if I got burned, but it's definitely nice that I didn't. Here I recover, just getting more health back. He scalds again. Definitely not wanting to show that, he's potentially not AV or something like that. He, he's not clicking any non-actual moves, so I still think that he's AV at this point. I Focus Blast. I believe I miss. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. This thing is not doing much anyways. But he Cosmic Powers here. And I Thunder. I don't want a Shadow Ball in Procowita's policy. But if I Thunder and he shows like Leftover or something, I'm going to know that, I can Shadow Ball and do more damage than I will with Thunder. I think. I'm not entirely sure. Pretty sure though. Yeah. Actually, I don't think that's true because of Prism Armor. So yeah. But I Thunder, I get a Para the first time, which Thunder is 30%. But it's a pretty unlucky. Because now this thing is outsped by Corviknight, and I'm not sure if it was before. I'm pretty fast, so if he was no speed, um, I would have been faster. But if he had speed investment, then I would have been slower. Um, I'm not entirely sure. I'm about to cough, and it's about to be really, really bad. I'm gonna pause. Holy shit. Okay, I'm back, boys. That hurt like a bitch. Okay, but yeah, I take the futures I hear. Pretty much showing that I am AV. And take 9%. And then here I go into Toxapex as he Cosmic Powers again. And I think I haze, to be honest with you. Yeah, I hazed. Really looking back on it, um, if I didn't paralyze this, I might have died to a stored power. I don't think I did because he wasn't specially attack boosted, but I think there was a roll because I'm no Spadef, and he's probably got some special offense, special attack EVs. I mean, so there might have been a chance that I died to sword power there. I wasn't really caring enough to calc it. I knew I was faster with the para, so I was just going to haze this. Um, Actually, I wasn't faster with the para if he was max speed, I think, but I was really doubting that he was max speed. Um, but yeah, so I hazed this. If he wasn't paralyzed, I potentially could have toxic this instead of hazing it, which maybe would have mattered in the long game, but it still would have come down to the fact that maybe I fucking die. At that point, I probably would have calced it. But no, I just hazed this, and then Keystone Powers is 16%. Shows that he's got. I couldn't really like couldn't I tried to calc this, but I wasn't really getting much information because I still didn't know its item. Like I know it might be weird, but like fucking wise last stored power or some shit, but I genuinely didn't know, so I couldn't really get much information from that. But I go into Corviknight here, and this is where the fun begins. He goes into Slow King. No, I think it's later. Hold up. Yeah, I go back in Reuniclus. I believe here he goes in Torn, and here I just Thunder again as he goes into T-Tar. I think I maybe I Future Sight, Future Sight. Here I go into Crook. Um, as he clicks, I think Dark Pulse. No, Crunch. I have to fucking cough again. Holy shit. Good guys. Don't even worry. Okay. Here, I think I clicked high horsepower. Oh no, I got rocks up. Yeah. So yeah, I got rocks up. I wasn't expecting him to stay in there. You know, he dies to a grass move, I mean a ground move as well as close combat. Um, yeah, so I got rocks up, and he takes this, and after he takes sandstorm. Wait, he didn't. Am I missing something? Okay. Oh, he took sandstorm first. Okay. Takes toxic. Not his high horsepower. The crit did not matter. Just say the crit did not matter. Um, that thing's down, and I think I just knocked off here. No, I went into Venus for some reason. I could have just taken the knockoff there. He goes into Torn, shows that he is not Boots. Any Dark Pulse here does really minimal damage. I miss a Thunder. If I would have hit that Thunder, the game might have just been over that much earlier. Um, there's a chance he died because he wasn't very bulky. And I also could have parried if he did live. But, yeah. He goes into this. I really wanted to Focus Blast this turn, but I believe I just clicked Thunder. And I hit, and I don't know if I parried. I did not. So yeah, I go back into Crook. Um, intimidating this. Here he clicks Fire Blast, gets decent damage off, and he stays in and shows this Choice Scarf Tyranitar, which I was just really, really not expecting this matchup. I mean, I guess, looking, it makes sense a little bit. It baits Swallow to U-turn. It baits Haunter. Not really, actually, Haunter at all. It baits Infernape, I guess. You could Earthquake that, or, if you have some way to Oko it. Um, it definitely baits Diancie, that's for sure. But yeah, I was really not expecting this in this matchup. But yeah, I just kill it with, I knock it off. I don't kill it. I knock it off. And then I kill it with another knockoff. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I wasn't really expecting that. Torn T comes in here. I knock it off on the turn that it nasty plots. Because I was really unsure what item it was, but it was a Chardy Berry for some reason. I guess for Diancie. And that puts me in a good spot. I'm pretty sure here, yeah. I don't stack the Toxapex because it lives. I'm pretty sure I stack it this turn though. Yeah, I don't really need Toxapex anymore looking at this game. He has two Psychic types. I guess maybe having Haze for Cosmic Power was probably nice. I think maybe Psychic is actually a throw looking back on it. Instead, I should have sacked Infernape, but I wanted to keep differential on that thing because it was number one kill leader right now, which was a fucking stupid ass mistake. I could have actually lost this game because of me sacking Pex instead of Nape there. Nape was definitely the better sack because if I had Pex, I could definitely just haze the Necrozma, and then we wouldn't have a 80 turn end game. But like going to Diancie, he misses a Hurricane, which I calced it. It didn't kill, but if he confused me and I confused myself, I could have just lost the Torn. He would have had to Dark Pulse, flinch, or crit my Reuniclus. And yeah. There was also a chance that he missed against my crocodile, but it didn't kill me. But if he did hit or he crit, crit confuse anything, I could have just lost to this thing. So that miss kind of did bail me out. It was definitely unfortunate. Like I said, this game fucking sucked. I hacked the shit out of Ainzcrad. I'm not even gonna fucking like lie. I hacked the shit out of Ains. I feel so fucking bad for this game still, even though it was like fucking yeah 6 days ago. I still feel like shit for this game. I did not play very well at all. Like I mentioned, I sacked Toxapex. I should have sacked Vernape. I played this game terribly. Not terribly, but I didn't play this game optimally. Um, and I got bailed out. So yeah, I killed this thing with Diamond Storm, and he sent in Necrozma, and I click Diamond Storm, hoping for a para. Um, if he got parried here, I think I definitely just won, 80 turns earlier, but um, he Cosmic Powers, and I actually thought the Diamond Storm killed, to be honest with you, and it didn't. He lives on 2. So he Moonlights, and now we're in this situation where, hold up, I'm gonna call for my friend. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was like fucking 20 minutes for me, but like, not even a second for you guys. But where were we? I've completely lost track. Okay. He Moonlights, he's back here, and pretty much I'm just gonna speed up this game. I have to go soon, so I'm just gonna speed up this game and let it play out. Didn't get paired for a long ass time, like a lot of turns. So here, okay, I bring in Corviknight, and I'm gonna try to pressure solve this thing out of um stored powers, pretty much, because although he has like 200 base power, stored power, something like that, he's not boosted his special attack, so it's doing around 50-ish. And with leftovers and me being faster, I can roost pressure stall this thing out, while I was also getting some bulk ups in to, maximize the damage output that I'm doing. So yeah, I'm gonna roost all this thing out of stored powers, and pretty much if so it's like a 1 in 16 chance to crit or something, right? If he crits me, I don't think I die. I'm taking a shit ton of damage. Maybe I die, but if he deserved, well, that was a really fucking bad voice crack. He deserved all the fucking crits in the world in this game. I hacked the shit out of him. He definitely deserved this win more than I did. But if he crit me, there's maybe a chance that I lost in a Necrozma, but I'm just going to roost all this thing out of stored powers. And then he gets the power, obviously. So here, you're going to see that I'm doing no damage, and I'm just going to bulk up as much as I can. He reveals Dark Pulse, which obviously does nothing because it's a base 80 power move that he's not boosted to special attack, so it's just going to be regular old Dark Pulse. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to paraflinch this thing down, as well as pressure stall it when I have chance. But yeah, um, this is just a really annoying game, to be honest with you. I'm gonna roost. I don't want to risk rolls or anything like that. Yeah, this thing is eventually gonna get stalled out. Really just an ugly game. Like I said, I didn't enjoy this game. He's out of stored powers, so he's really not got any way to hit me. Um, all honestly, I could have went into Crocodile, but I'm just gonna stay in here. And just let this thing stall itself out and eventually die. So yeah, there you go. And then he's gonna bring in Slow King, and I'm just gonna Iron Head it twice. And dodging the Dragon Tail was like, you know, it was whatever. Um, Obviously, it's just gonna switch me out, and really anything I come into can probably kill it from the range it was at. Um, I'd hope. But yeah, it just comes down to giving Corviknight this last kill. So yeah, I want to say GG to Ainzcrad, but I feel really bad about this still. And I'm really sorry. So, yeah. Hopefully next week I'm feeling better and I'm more able to explain my plays and explain the prep and everything. Um, but yeah. Spoiler alert, you're probably not gonna get a week 5 game because I'm pretty sure I'm getting a forfeit win. Um, so I'll be back week 6, I guess. Most likely. I'm not 100% sure. See you guys around. And I'll see you guys next week. So, bye bye.